You stand on a glittering palace stage, candles casting shadows as nobles' eyes bore into you. One wrong note in tonight's song could end your life or win a caliph's favor. Your voice is your only shield in this world of splendor and danger. Welcome to the life of a Qiyan, where talent is both your glory and your cage. In the dazzling courts of the Abbasid era, art and power collide. You are a Qiyan, an enslaved singer, dancer, and poet, trained from childhood to enchant with your talent. Your life is a whirlwind of glamour and peril, where every performance could be your last. Yet, your voice holds the power to shape your destiny. Step into a world where beauty masks hardship, and every note tells a story of survival. This is your journey from a captive child to a star of the caliph's court. At just 5 or 6, you're plucked from a bustling slave market or born to enslaved parents, your life already mapped out by strangers. Your new master sizes you up like a merchant inspecting fruit, judging your looks, voice, and spark for art. It's a cold start, but this is where your story as a Qiyan begins, a future star in the Abbasid courts. Soon, you're whisked off to a training school in Basra or Medina, a place that's more boot camp than music academy. You sleep on hard stone floors and munch on stale bread with dates, yet you're expected to glow like a desert rose. Every day, you're drilled to play the oud, its strings becoming your lifeline to a better future. Your teacher, a grizzled musician, isn't shy about using a whip to make you memorize every note. You soak up thousands of poems, from swoony love verses to odes praising the caliph, your brain a library of rhymes. Dance lessons come next, teaching you to move with grace, but just enough spice to dazzle a crowd. Arabic becomes your second tongue, every word polished to perfection for the court's picky ears. You're taught to glide, bow, and flash a smile that hides your nerves, because one wrong grin could land you in trouble. Watching other girls get sold or punished for slip-ups keeps you on edge, fear your constant shadow. You start scribbling simple poems, tiptoeing around anything that might upset your master. Historical tales, from epic caliph victories to dusty legends, fill your storytelling repertoire. Calligraphy lessons add flair to your skills, your pen dancing as elegantly as your feet. Practice recitals pit you against other girls, each one clawing for a noble's nod. One day, you're paraded before wealthy buyers, their eyes scanning you like you're a rare gem. Sold to a court or rich noble, you leave the school, heart pounding with dreams and dread for the glittering, dangerous life ahead. You step into the palace, a shimmering maze of marble and gold that feels like a lion's den. They slather you with makeup, red lipstick, kohl-rimmed eyes, and hair combed to perfection. You're draped in silk gowns stitched with gold and dripping with jewels, but don't get too cozy. Those treasures belong to your master, not you. Your first performance before the caliph has your knees wobbling and your heart hammering like a drum. You belt out a song praising the court's splendor, and by some miracle, the caliph nods, clearly pleased. The praise feels sweet, but the noble's leering stares sour the moment, reminding you of the tightrope you walk. You're soon invited to private banquets, where wine flows like rivers and the air hums with temptation. You learn to read the room fast. Some nobles crave sappy love poems, others want upbeat tunes to keep the party buzzing. You start crafting your own songs, but every lyric is a careful dance to avoid stepping on powerful toes. Sometimes, you sing behind a curtain because certain nobles prefer mystery over your face. You gawk at the court's wild extravagance, feasts that rage until dawn, dishes as bizarre as peacock meat. Other Qiyan eye you like rivals in a high-stakes game, ready to outshine you at any cost. You master the art of a flirty smile and a coy glance, charming the crowd while keeping your guard up. Nobles toss you gifts, shiny trinkets that come with strings attached, and you're sharp enough to sense the danger. You start picking up on court politics, where one wrong song could land you in a world of trouble. They send you to perform for foreign envoys, your voice a dazzling display of the court's wealth. You tag along with the caliph's entourage to other cities, catching glimpses of a world beyond the palace's gilded walls. The pressure to be flawless never lets up. Every performance a gamble where a single slip could see you sold, or worse. You've become a fixture in the palace, a shining cog in its glittering machine, living in the harem with a gaggle of other women. Your sleeping spot is a cozy nook, but you're always on call, ready to leap up at a moment's notice. Meals are a treat, with juicy lamb, stew, saffron rice, and honey-drenched pastries that make your taste buds dance. Bathing is a daily ritual in lavish bathhouses, where rosewater and fragrant oils turn you into a walking perfume ad. You practice your craft relentlessly, because your talent is the golden ticket keeping you here. Your poems and songs grow more intricate, and whispers of genius from nobles start boosting your ego. You take younger Qiyan under your wing, passing down tricks of the trade with a wink and a warning. But not all duties are glamorous. Sometimes, your master demands more than art, a bitter pill that stings your pride. If you become his concubine and bear a child, though, freedom might just dangle within reach. You see other Qiyan earn their freedom through charm or skill, sparking both envy and hope. Court intrigues pull you in, and you might play spy for your master, eavesdropping on whispered plots. One wrong word could end you, so you learn to lock your lips tighter than a treasure chest. You perform at grand events, from royal weddings to victory feasts, your voice the soundtrack to history. Pride in your talent clashes with the ache of your enslaved status, a tug of war in your heart. You start dreaming of freedom, though it feels like chasing a desert mirage. Every coin or trinket gifted by nobles gets stashed away, your secret fund for a free future. You watch some Qiyan crack under the pressure, their spirits crumbling like old parchment, but you find a kindred soul in another Qiyan, swapping stories and sorrows over quiet nights. When you're tasked with composing a song for a big occasion, it becomes the court's hottest hit, your name buzzing in every hall. Slowly, you realize your talent isn't just a chain, it's a key that might unlock your destiny. The road ahead is still treacherous, but your voice gives you a fighting chance. If luck is on your side, you're freed. Maybe because you bore your master a son or your talent shone too brightly to keep chained. You might keep performing as a free artist, now with nods of respect instead of leers. But freedom isn't a clean slate. Whispers of your enslaved past still haunt you. You marry a free man, building a new life, though some neighbors cast judgmental glances. You have children and teach them the magic of music and poetry, praying they'll know a world kinder than yours. Your heart swells with hope as they hum the melodies you once sang in the palace. You become a mentor to young artists, steering them clear of the traps that nearly snared you. Memories of your palace days flood back. A bittersweet cocktail of pride and pain. You attend performances by new Qiyan, marveling at their fire but aching for the innocence you lost. In quiet moments, you pen a poem about your journey, but fear of judgment keeps it hidden in your heart. Your later years are calmer, filled with simple joys like watching sunsets or laughing with your family. When you pass, you leave behind songs and poems that echo through time, a legacy carved from your unbreakable spirit. You live in the harem, surrounded by lavish rooms draped in silks. But eyes are always watching, like hawks circling prey. Your bed is a plush silk mattress, yet you share the space with dozens of women, their whispers filling the air. It's a gilded cage, beautiful but suffocating, where privacy is a distant dream. Every day, you bathe in steamy bathhouses, splashing rosewater and luxurious oils that make you smell like a garden in bloom. Meals are a delight when allowed, with hearty stews, saffron-scented rice, and fresh fruits. But your master's whims decide when you eat. You savor each bite, knowing it's a privilege, not a right. For performances, you slip into shimmering silk gowns and sparkling jewelry, a walking treasure chest. On regular days, your clothes are plainer, practical, but still neat, as appearances matter. Keeping your beauty pristine is non-negotiable. Your face is part of your currency in this world. You master makeup, lining your eyes with kohl and dabbing petal-based lip stain for a natural glow. Free time is scarce, mostly spent practicing your songs or swapping gossip with other Qiyan. When you're not honing your craft, you play chess or spin stories to pass the hours in the harem. You're always on standby, ready to perform at midnight or for surprise guests, no matter how exhausted you are. Rivalry simmers among the Qiyan, and you learn to navigate their jealousy with a quick wit and a guarded heart. Occasional trips outside the palace are a treat, but a chaperone's shadow keeps you tethered. Despite the crowded harem, loneliness gnaws at you, a quiet ache beneath the chatter. You perfect the art of hiding your true feelings, because showing weakness as a Qiyan is like baring your throat to a wolf. Your smile becomes your shield, bright and unbreakable, no matter what storms brew inside. Buckle up, because the life of a Qiyan comes with jaw-dropping truths that'll make your head spin. You might be forced to serve your master not just with songs, but in ways that crush your spirit, a brutal reality of your role. It's a harsh world where your body and voice are both on the palace's payroll. Some Qiyan, though, turn the tables, winning freedom and rising to wield power, even owning slaves of their own. You're expected to memorize thousands of poems and songs, a mind-boggling feat that makes modern trivia champs look like amateurs. Your brain becomes a living library, but one slip-up could cost you dearly. A single sour note in a performance might earn you a beating or a one-way ticket to a new master. You could be pressured to sip wine to keep the crowd happy, even though it's forbidden in Islam, leaving you caught between survival and sin. The court's rules bend when it suits the powerful. Some Qiyan moonlight as spies, using their charm to eavesdrop on secrets for their masters. You might have to perform in dicey situations, like singing for hostile warriors who'd rather draw swords than clap. Every gig is a high-stakes gamble with your life on the line. You're taught to read and write, a rare gift for women in this era, making you a scholar in a world that rarely values one. Qiyan, like Aribal, Mamuniya became so legendary their names are etched in history, proof of your potential to shine. But you could be sold multiple times, each sale a nerve-wracking reboot of your life. Your life as a Qiyan weaves a tapestry of dazzling light and deep shadow, where every note you sing is both a gift and a chain. You've endured days when each song was a battle for survival, your voice a fragile shield against a precarious world. Your legacy endures in poems and melodies that ripple through the ages, a testament to your resilience. Even bound by slavery, you've shown that the human spirit can create beauty that outlasts empires.